What's up? George Balekji here with Meredith, Gorman in the PNC Bank Sports Corner. Welcome to NFL Tea Time. A lot to break down this Monday morning. The Patriots now 1-4 on the year. Meredith, you were at the stadium yesterday. That looked like rock bottom. It was tough to get lower than last week. They found a new low. What did you see? What did you hear at the stadium that stood out to you after that loss to the Saints?
Well, as you saw during the game and as I saw after the game, you could tell the mood was obviously really depressed following that loss. We heard Kendrick Bourne say in the locker room after the game, he thinks guys need to put in more effort, show that they care more. I mean, we heard guys go to the podium and speak. Other guys in the locker room say, it comes down to execution, which is what they've been saying for the last few weeks now. But it doesn't seem like anybody can really put their finger on exactly what's going wrong. Bill Belichick said after the game, Mac will remain the team starter. And he said it's more problems than just Mac right now. Mm-hmm. So I think that the Patriots' problems right now are just so widespread. It's like, where do they begin to fix things? I
think it begins at the top, and that's a guy that has a final decision on all personnel decisions. That's Bill Belichick, the GM. We've seen him whiff on draft picks. We've seen him whiff in free agency, not go out and spend. And you see what this team needs. They need athletes on the outside. They don't have them. Demario Douglas is their best chain mover. He gets knocked out of the game. The offense is lost. Mac Jones' first 4 passes, incomplete. That pick 6, where he got hit because Antonio Mafi, a rookie he took when they needed a tackle, he went interior, just simply got finessed on the offensive line. That's where it goes and it's boiled down. We saw it coming in, but we said, hey, Bill O'Brien's coming in. That might be the savior because Matt Patricia was all on him last year. The offense looks lost. 3 points the last 2 weeks. Their last touchdown was that Pharaoh Brown touchdown on a blown coverage against the Jets. These are the numbers that stuck out to me. 1 for 14 on third down, and it was third and unmanageable of what they were facing. Mac Jones looked sped up. His mechanics are flawed. He's not talented enough to be sped up and playing with happy feet. And you said, too, special teams just looks terrible. Chad Ryland's missing field goals. Bryce Behringer shanking punts. Jabril Peppers can't catch punts. Ty Montgomery batting kick return. It's everywhere. And I think it boils down to how we look at how this roster pans out.
Yeah, it really does. And I think that, Bill Belichick said it himself, that this week the main theme is starting over. You never want to hear that week 6 into the NFL season, but starting over was the main theme. And I also think that the way that they've played has kind of taken the onus off of Matt Patricia last year.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And I'm sure he's watching right now, feeling a little bit better about how things went.
Watching from the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles offices, might we add to that. All right, so now you look at how the AFC East falls. The Dolphins are in first place. The Bills just lost out in London. The Jets got their second win of the season. So the Patriots are in dead last, but still the record doesn't say for it all. But where do you see the Patriots falling in the divisional standings?
It's not good at all. I think the Patriots aren't really going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole. I see them staying in last place in the AFC East. Mm-hmm. I hate to say it, the way things have changed over the last 5 years, the division is just completely different. I see the Dolphins continuing to stay on top there. The Bills lost a bunch of great players in their game against the Jaguars on Sunday. And the Jets, of course, won. So I think I see the Patriots sitting in last. What about you?
That was my pick. I thought they'd finish last in this division. And once Zach Wilson became the quarterback, I still thought that because it's either he'd somewhat figure stuff out for the Jets with that elite defense and, a good head coach, or they'd go out and get a guy. But it's bad. It's really bad, and I just see it not getting any better. So this is the comment. There's a report that came out from Fox Sports. A source close to Mac Jones, not Mac Jones, a source close to him, said, quote, no matter how good of a cook you are, you cannot make garbage taste good. Even if it was not Mac at quarterback, what quarterback would want to play here under these conditions, end quote. The way I take this is someone that could be around Mac Jones, but they're not actually close with him. This is either an agent or a manager or one of his college buddies that just had too many beers and caught them in the hallway. Because it could be an agent trying to save face like, hey, this isn't my guy's fault. Look at what he's working with. I got to make sure he gets that second contract or make some money. Or it's just a dumbass friend that said way too much. Because I don't think Mac would, A, say this, especially how close he is with like KB and Hunter Henry, Kendrick Bourne and those guys. B, if you're actually close with Mac and you're looking out for his best interest, you wouldn't let this quote get out to the public.
I totally agree. And I think, Mac is taking accountability as much as he can, but Bill Belichick has come to Mac's defense a lot of times. He kept Mac into the game into the fourth quarter yesterday when fans were saying, why aren't we putting Zappe in way sooner? We're already down, haven't scored yet. Like, what are we doing here? I think Bill is the one that's kind of repeatedly shown that he believes in Mac, or Mac's the team's best option right now. And I just can't see anyone close to Mac that has his best interest in mind, putting that out there into the media.
Yeah. It's like unprofessional. I know as bad as the season has gone. If he didn't say that last year, what would make him say it this year, just 6 games in? He knows he's playing for his career too, because the goal is to get on a team. The goal is to get a second contract. And I mean, this is a guy you can say what you want. I mean, I don't think he's the guy. I think they really need to start preparing and scouting who could be the next quarterback, especially in a packed draft. But this isn't something he would say. So it's someone either trying to save him some money and make him. But the blame's everywhere. It's not just on Mac, but it's included in him. But nothing this bad from this team. All right, from George Balekji and Meredith Gorman, this was NFL Tea Time here on NESN on PNC Bank Sports Corner. Stay locked in to NESN.com and NESN 360 and NESN's YouTube for full coverage throughout the week for the Pats and, of course, all of Boston sports.